So I was driving to work this morning and I was on a country road going about 70 miles an hour and was in a state of contemplation as usual when it happened. A squirrel came running out in the middle of the road and was just sitting there frozen. It could probably sense my car coming and there was just not enough space between us for me to be able to stop in time. So in the split seconds that existed between my car and it, I attempted to put the image out there for the squirrel to just stay where it was, right in the middle, in the hopes that I would just go right over it and it would be fine. But sure enough, I drove over the squirrel and then I just closed my eyes and hoped I didn't hear anything. But I did. I heard a thump. Obviously, the squirrel became scared when my huge car came flying over it and it tried to run away and my back tire caught it. And I saw it dying in my rearview mirror. It was in this moment that I just realized the obvious, that I do not belong here. Wherever here is. You know, they tell us this is planet Earth, but where are we really? What is this place? Nature, the way that it exists now, is so cruel. And that's just nature in general. That doesn't even include the habitat destruction that takes place via building and the construction of infrastructure known as cities and suburbs. Highways, the whole thing. Civilization is a virus that destroys everything that it comes into contact with. And as a part of that, I was driving along a road and a squirrel was killed. I guess what I mean by nature being cruel is that if I had not run over that squirrel, it's entirely possible that 2 hours later a hawk would have been flying above and saw that squirrel and went down and ate it, and killed it that way. Look around at what goes on here on a daily basis. The food chain is patently absurd. The way that life consumes life makes no sense. Where are we? What is this place? What is it really? I don't belong in this world. There is no other conclusion that I can come to. If I can be so broken up all day by being responsible for the death of a squirrel, how do I belong here? Look at what everyone is doing on a daily basis. Think of how huge, just gigantic, the death industry is on this planet as it relates to the food that we eat. Millions of life forms being consumed on a daily basis. You can say that we're the apex predator on this planet and we are somehow entitled to do this for that reason, but that doesn't change the insanity of it, you see. Nothing can change that. We are all suppressing that aspect of it, whether we like it or not. You know, a part of me really hopes that there's some sort of reincarnation cycle on this planet. for the beings that are entrapped within it, at least it doesn't make their death so meaningless. At least they get to come back as something else. Obviously, it would be better if their awareness was able to fully experience what creation intended in the environment that creation intended, which would not be here. I mean, that much is obvious to me at this point. This place is nuts. But at least if there was some reincarnation system in place, and that goes for even the humans that maybe aren't going to become aware of the truth of this realm in their current incarnation. At least they have another chance to do that if that is what is taking place. Say what you want about artificial energetic control systems that are breaking the will of souls slowly over time. Yeah, that's not a good situation, but at least it doesn't make life so meaningless. At least they'll have a chance to experience life in a different way. Have a longer experience, whatever the case may be. At some point while I'm here, it would be logical and worthwhile, in theory, to integrate all of what I know into some sort of practical life that allows me to exist in this world and feel okay about that existence. Otherwise, I'm just going to drive myself mad, and there's going to be no balance to my state of being. I am not in a state of equilibrium right now. I am agitated. I feel deep down inside this energy that just wants to explode out of me and stop everything that is going on here right now. It just wants to just explode out and say, no more. Life should not consume life to survive. This makes no sense. This place is crazy. I mean, there is no other way around it at this point. I do not belong here, and I have no idea what to do about it. But tomorrow is another day, and in time, things will equalize back into that state of balance.